I've got all 6 strips sewn, and piecing them together is the most challenging. And I actually looked back on my past video. I found it, and that one I said I did 2 kind of pieced together equally and 1 staggered. So the only way for me to tell if that works, you know, if you put them all equal, it just has a downward diagonal. So you can't cut it and square it up. Well, you could, but it would be a very small square. So, putting this on a mat, you know, looking at, say, this line here, it's a 15-inch mark. That's where this one goes. So it would be cut, you know, across here, and this is the other 15-inch mark over here. So you're going to lose, you know, most of this one, and when we cut up here, we're going to lose some of this on the top. This one would probably lose all of that brown. If we look at the 4 here, we would be cutting across here, and here, to here. So we'll lose most of that brown as well. So I think that's the way it works, and that would make these strips I think about 11 inches if you count between the 4 and the 15. That's 11 inches high. So I think I will try sewing this together this way. I just laid out these 3 over here kind of the same way, with matching and then 1 staggered. So we'll sew those together and see if that works. Alright, this is the first panel sewn together. And again, if I put this point here on the 15-inch mark, try to line up one side along the line to try to see if the panel is straight. It's pretty much, I mean, nothing is straight when you're sewing this many pieces together, but that's about as straight as you're going to get. So you are losing most of this piece here. You've got some of these here. Some of this one, losing a lot of that one. But that's the way this is. So I'm going to cut that there. And I'll cut the upper line. And we'll see what size panel we end up with. And I'll sew the other 3 together. And the other cut, as I said, is going to be on the 4-inch line. Again, now this was only 12 pieces. And looking back at the first one I made, I did 16, so that bag was a whole lot bigger. Didn't really intend for this one to be that big, so it'll be smaller. It's going to be pretty wide. Not going to be as tall, but I am going to put a bottom on it, so that's going to help. So I'm going to cut this one at the 4-inch line, and again, that misses most of that and most of that. So